What's crackin' food fans? Pitmaster Shane D back with a real quick recipe video on just what I've cooked this week. I was walking down the aisles of the grocery store and I'm like, what am I going to cook? What am I going to cook? I've been craving some broccoli, so I'm like, let's hook up some charred broccoli. I'm like, well, what goes over broccoli? I'm cutting weight. Hey, down 15 pounds, dropping the lbs. That's right, eating right does it, kids. Believe it or not eating crap will in fact help you lose weight. Who knew? Who knew? You know what? The day Cheez-Its helped me lose weight, I'll be a happy man because I can mess up a box of Cheez-Its. Kill them. So, what goes on charred broccoli? I love salmon. I'm a big salmon fan. It's not for everybody. I get it. But even if you don't love salmon, this recipe's for you, and I'll tell you why. Salmon is a strong flavor. I've come up with a way to take all that super fishiness out. And how do you do that? You combat it with strong flavors. So the salmon this week, I didn't put it on the grill. I know you guys are like, I can't believe Pitmaster. What? Pitmaster who? That fool didn't even put this on a grill. Okay. I wanted to do this in some nice butter on the pan. I really wanted to crisp up that skin. And I really wanted just to man, I just wanted some charred skin. My favorite sushi roll is the salmon skin roll. And they use this torch to just char the skin. It tastes like barbecue sushi. So good. So good. Anyway. So, how did I do this salmon? Let's do it real quick. This is going to be a short video, okay? I know. You guys give me a lot of crap for having 20-plus minute videos on your rants and you're talking trash and you don't know when to shut up. I don't know when to shut up. It's me. I can't help it. You either like it or you don't. Hopefully you do. So, it's just me and you, right, having this conversation. So, long and short, what's up with this salmon? So, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, cilantro, lime, right? Mega flavor right there. Then put some garlic in there, toasted sesame seed oil, and some honey. So how do you bring it all together? You need, I like fresh cilantro. I keep it growing around the house. Some people hate it. If you hate cilantro, basil works here, but it's a sweeter flavor. It's not as much of a strong flavor, okay? But you could totally do basil here. So swap it out if you want. So I took a handful of cilantro, chopped it up. It's probably, I don't know, tablespoon and a half. I juiced 4 limes. I used a tablespoon of minced garlic, roughly. Use more if you want. Slam it with garlic, man. If you're a garlic fan, hit it. Do triple it. Don't matter. A tablespoon of toasted sesame seed oil. That's important. I like the toasted stuff. Has a lot of flavor. But more importantly, the toasted sesame seed oil will combat the super fishiness of that salmon, okay? It really gets in there. And you're like, man, those are a lot of dark, just bam, punch you in the face flavors. What'd you do to settle it all out, right? So you got all that funk, got the pea funk, bop, ba da bop, bump, bop. What'd you do? You need some sweet in there. You need some sweet soul. Honey. Honey's the sweet soul. A couple tablespoons of honey in there. Mix that all up. You can add some oil to this if it doesn't. So I did about 6 salmon fillets. Skin on. I really like the skin on. I eat the skin. I think that's where all the nutrition is for me. You don't have to if you don't like it. If it's too weird, don't do it. Skip it. It's fine. But you mix all that up, put your salmon in there, and pour it over the top, right? And basically it's just going to marinate the salmon. Let it set for a few hours. You're really trying to combat that fishy flavor. About once an hour, flip the skin. You know, if you're doing skin side down first, flip it over to skin side up and just keep alternating, okay? You want to get it good and coated. You want it allowed to marinate. You want that sesame seed oil and the cilantro and the lime to really get in there and try to get some of that super salmon-y flavor out. Okay. Once you're marinated, what do? Well, in my case, I got a pan, put it on the burner, threw a bunch of butter in it because I wanted to basically pan fry this. I wanted a real nice butter. Brown butter kind of flavor on it. You don't have to do that. Set your grill if you're going to do this on the grill, especially if you got grill grates. This works fantastic if you have the grill grate products like Brad Barrett. I'll put a link in the description below. Crank that mofo up to about 400, 450, about 350. Anybody remember that South Park episode? 350. Loch Ness Monster, nothing. Crazy Loch Ness Monster. I love it. It's my favorite South Park episode ever. Anyway. Crank it up. You want high heat here. You're going to go, now here's what's going to screw everybody up. You ready for this? I always, whatever my presentation side of the meat is going to be, I put that down first. And you're like, man, that crazy fool just put the flesh of that salmon on that grill grate. This is why I use butter in a pan, because I knew I was going to do it that way. If you're going to do this on the grill grate, make sure that thing is really lubricated and your salmon isn't going to stick. And you're only doing it just until the flesh has a nice brown to it. I mean, just barely. Don't overdo it, guys, because of course that salmon's going to fall apart on you. So as soon as it has a nice brown, flip it over. When is it done, Shane? Whenever you're ready to eat it, dude. Some people like it super done, burnt. Burnt! You don't have to cook it that long. I like sushi. I could eat salmon as it is. I don't need mine super heavily cooked, but I will say this. If you aren't a fan of the super salmony flavor, cook it a little longer. You definitely want it to be nice and flaky and pink, okay? Less tuna done, more freaking salmon done, right? So it's that beautiful flaky texture that you should get out of salmon. But you have to be careful because you can dry it out. But how do you save it from drying out, Shane? I got you covered, brother. So I also make a glaze for this. Now, the glaze needs to be much thicker than the marinade, but I want to emulate the same flavors. And I want it to finish just a touch sweet, okay? So my glaze, I use 4 tablespoons of honey, 1 tablespoon of that toasted sesame seed oil again. I love it. It's one of my favorite oils, hands down. So much flavor. Yeah, I can pour that just over plain pasta and eat it. Oh, but I can't have carbs. Wah, wah, wah. Anyway, tablespoon of sesame seed oil. Again, throw some more cilantro in there. I like another tablespoon. I like cilantro, though. If you don't, basil. Basil for the win. I put another roughly tablespoon of minced garlic in there because I like garlic. And then, you know, all those limes that we juiced, they're sitting there, right? Don't waste. Don't waste. Zest about half a lime into that. Mix it up real good. And just as that stuff's going on the table, brush it with that glaze, okay? Doesn't need a lot. Doesn't need a lot. That's fish is going to soak up a lot of that marinade, and then your glaze over the top is going to take it, boom, to the promised land, and it's going to be fantastic, okay? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That was it right there. But how did I cook the broccoli, right? You said we had charred broccoli, man. All right, so that one's easy too. I will literally just mist broccoli after I've cut it up, lay it out on a sheet tray. I'll mist it with a little bit of oil, salt, pepper, whatever seasoning you want to use. Sometimes I'll use Italian seasoning. Sometimes I'll use a poultry seasoning. I really like it on broccoli for some reason. It's kind of weird, I know. And I just put it in the oven at about 400 for about 20 minutes. And just once I know the broccoli is cooked through, and I don't like soupy broccoli. I like what I call Japanese broccoli. So it has some texture, still has some crunch, still has some vitamins up in it. As soon as it starts to turn color, right, and steam just a little bit, I hit the broiler. Crank it up. I like that char flavor. Some people won't. I get it. It's a very strong flavor. Once it's all done, what do? Well, you put ponzu and everything, Shane. Damn, Skippy. As soon as it comes out, hit it with a little bit of ponzu and just toss it. I mean, real light, just a few tablespoons. Doesn't need a lot. But it takes the edge off that char, gives it a little sweet, a little citrus, a little awesomeness. Listen, my 7-year-old literally ate 6 helpings of this broccoli. And I'm not joking. A 7-year-old broccoli. It's so good. Almost no calories to it. Super low carb because, I mean, really the only carb in that thing is whatever seasoning you put on it, if it had carbs in it. And then whatever's in the ponzu, which is so minimal. So don't sweat that. So that's how you make it. You can see from the pictures it turned out beautiful. I got asked, do you cook like this all the time? Is this your normal meal? Man, when I'm cutting weight it is because I need beautiful food. I need to make cooking something to enjoy. And it's like, instead of just, chicken breasts again. So I have to kick it up a little bit. And I like to cook like that about twice a week, make really pretty food, something I really want. But we eat a lot of leftovers, man. I'll cook big 2 or 3 times a week, and it is leftovers beyond that. And we're a simple family. We're not a family that has 7 sides and a meat and all this stuff. We just don't do it that way. We're just too busy for it, frankly. So my thing is, it's always a meat and a vegetable. A meat and a vegetable. Sometimes a meat, a vegetable, and rice, or a meat and a vegetable, and I'll hook the kids up some Velveeta shells and cheese or whatever. But I pretty much always eat like I'm eating fajitas. And what I mean by that, it's always just meat and veggies, right? And that's it. Simple seasoning, meat and veggies. When I feel my best, when I'm at my best weight, when I have the most energy, when I make these crazy videos, it's because I'm just eating meat and veggies, man. Carbs mess me up. I get like funky feeling. I swell up. This is me with the skinny face, y'all. I mean, I swell up. I get a freaking pie plate face. I have like the 7 chin, not just the 5 chin I've got going on now. You know, trying to get back there though. Trying to get back down, man. I'm happy to be back in the 270s again. At my lowest when I did this a couple years ago, I touched the 250s, but just couldn't stay there because it was so hard, so strict, and I wasn't very happy. But I was happy at the weight, but I wasn't happy with my eating lifestyle. So I'm trying to find some balance. I think 260s for a guy at 6'2", built this wide, is about as good as it's going to get for this old fat boy. But that's okay. I feel good. I feel good. I love James Brown. Right? You gotta love James Brown. It's like a rule. It's a rule, man. If you don't love James Brown, something wrong with you. For real. Go love some James Brown. Papa got a brand new bag. Ha! Anyway. As always, guys, I hope this recipe was something that you're going to cook. And if you do, let me know in the comments below. Alright? So I keep doing this. I'm trying some different things to the channel. I want to know what's works. Sometimes, I put this crazy 5 things this week out there where I'm ranting and yelling at the camera. Next time I'm doing a recipe. Next time after that I'm doing, knife reviews. Look, I'm just throwing it all out there. This is just a stream of consciousness from my noggin to your ears, and I hope you enjoy. As always, I'm Pitmaster Shane G. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and tell your friends, please, because I need the views. Please like me, please. Anyway, tell your friends because I still want to put out great information, and I just want to know people who are watching.